I'm Nicole Milone, and I built my practice my way. My name is Nicole Milone, and I am an LPL Financial Advisor, and I operate as an independent financial advisor with Money Counts, Inc. My husband and I started with my partner today as our financial advisor. So I started my financial career with the banks. So I worked for First Union, Wachovia, Wells Fargo. And we worked with my partner to help us understand. We were double income, no kids. What do we do with this income and how do we plan? What do all those things look like? And she helped us to plan for our family and gave us the knowledge as to whether I could stay home with my kids or not. That was important to my husband, and I wanted to know that I had the option should I decide. So we worked with her to build our plan, and she told me one day that someday when you are ready, I want you to come work for me. And I thought, wow, I'm not ready to be a financial advisor. I don't even know that I want to be a financial advisor. It took me about 10 years to figure out that, yeah, I think I would like to do this. And I started working with Debbie once I left the bank and had my first daughter. I needed a little bit of adult stimulation going on. So I took a part-time role understanding how the business worked. So I helped install new customer relationship management systems, a CRM, and the software that we use, put some processes in place so that we could bring on additional advisors. So I started doing kind of what we called project work. And then I had my second daughter, Oriana, and went back after a year of staying home with her as well. And Debbie's always given us the flexibility in our practice to work when we would like. And as long as we get the work done, she gives us all the flexibility in the world, which is amazing and beautiful. So I could raise my family and still be an independent woman as now a financial advisor. So I decided one day, I said, Debbie, if I'm going to do this with you, I think I should meet some clients. And so we did. 2 clients later, I signed up for my licenses. That was 8 years ago. I got my licenses and have been meeting clients ever since. We're all about empowering women, which is great, but we love also empowering working home moms, homemakers, people who are looking to get back into the workforce. As a mom, you are such a great project manager, and all the things that you do throughout the day to service your family, your children, yourself, all of that. So that plays well within our practice. We're very process driven in our practice. So as long as you can be taught a process and how to deliver the expectations that we have towards serving our clients, then you can pretty much pick up and complete your task and then share that task through our workflows or the systems that we have in place that help the entire team know where everyone is. We've been set up to work from an offsite location for almost 20 years now. That was one of the big visions that Debbie had, was being able to work anywhere so that you could service your client no matter where you were. So 2020 was not, it wasn't as difficult of a transition for us. The difficult part was the emotional piece around it, right? What is going on in our country? What is going on, in the world, and the concern that we had, not only for ourselves and our families, but also our clients. So we have an all-female practice. I believe women have a great ability to communicate with people. We're very process-driven as well. We want to make sure everyone is treated exactly the same, and we follow the same process for everyone. Being part of an all-woman practice means that we have a trust between us as women, that we know we're going to take care of our clients and take care of any situation that comes around. I don't know if it's that nurturing piece that we get as females. It's not only that we grow our practice, but we grow our individuals as well. So that's been a great part of being in an all-female practice. Everyone supports each other. If you have something to do with your children, then that comes first. We're very flexible in our practice, and I think that we get that as just kind of our mom instinct. Take care of each other and it'll all work out. What would you like to accomplish financially? What will make you feel successful? Then we set those goals, we prioritize those goals. We're never taught how to what money does for us or how to use money properly. We are taught about a checking account and maybe a savings account if we're lucky. And then we find out about credit cards and all of those things. Before you take on additional debt, before you do things, are we making the wisest decisions in your plan? And that's very specific to each individual. There's no standard plan out there for everyone. Being involved in my community is very important for me. I believe as a small business owner in my community, it is my duty to help educate our community in my case, financial literacy. So I go out to schools and I do volunteer work with some of the finance teachers in helping people understand, whether it be Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University or some of the other curriculums that are available out there, but just talking with young individuals about what are they about ready to embark in with college and what does a budget look like? Or in our practice, we really call it a spending plan, because we all bring in money and we're going to send it out. I am part of the National Association of Women Business Owners. I'm currently the membership chair on the board of directors, and I'm responsible for making sure that members are involved within our company, or our organization, I should say. So I help mentorship, mentoring other women if they need help in various areas, making sure that they're engaged, so they're not just joining an organization just to have, the organization can bring you great value. So I help women understand that they can run a business, empower them, give them good financial advice. So I've recently become involved in the Women Business Forum, and I am going to be a representative and an ambassador to help generate momentum around women financial advisors within LPL. I think we have a community of women that we could build and empower each other, strengthen each other from an education, from a process, from a customer relationship. There's so many things that people do that we could share with each other that could just take us to the next level. Getting women involved in the financial planning arena is so important to me because we have a different outlook on planning. And it's just the behavioral nature between men and women approach it a little bit differently. And for me, I'm biased. I like the way that women approach financial planning. For our planning, we use Right Capital, so for our customers, but then the Thriveless platform has been fantastic for us. So we use the CTO services. So they've supplied all of our computers, all of our computer support. That was fantastic. One less thing that I had to worry about as a business owner. If something breaks down, they come and fix it. And so that has been fantastic. We also used Schedule Once that came out. We also have the texting opportunity. And so that's very important for our clients. No one wants to read email anymore. They want to just text really fast. So we use those platforms. I'm looking forward to using the CIO services in the future. I'm just not quite ready for that right now, but LPL has offered so many great services from financial planning, helping me. I have an advisory business resource. I use that coach on an ongoing basis to help me understand how I could be better serving my clients from an advisory perspective. So I've really tried to utilize all the tools that LPL has out there that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's more and more to come, and I just love the opportunity to help grow my practice and know that I have a partner within LPL that's going to help me do that. LPL supports us in running our own individual practice. And the one thing that I like is that the coaches that I spoke about, they share best practices that other advisors are doing, so that not only so I don't have to meet all of these advisors and strike up a conversation. I get to have the one touch point as a coach to say, here's some great ideas. Here's what I heard another advisor's doing. They share their best practices with us, and that has really empowered us to make some different decisions within our practice. But I love how they really do let you run your business, but give you the tools to run a successful business. We have a responsibility to help everyone. So I think that, do we have a responsibility to help women? You bet. And The more we help each other and support and empower each other, the more that successful you can be as an individual. I see no competition as a financial advisor. Everyone does something different, and I tell that to clients as well. Find the person that you can build a relationship with, that you can trust, and we all can be successful in this business. So I love finding other women financial advisors, learning from them, supporting them if they need help in some other areas. But I love to do that with anyone too. That's who I want to be known as, is someone who's out there helping, never hindering, always offering advice or trying to set goals to help people understand how to recognize your success.